Bienvenue, ici voir Surveyor Chris Vegas qui s'adresse à tout le monde. C'est parti pour la suite de NBA de K26 sur PS5. Alors je suis en direct, magnifique, et je vais pouvoir continuer ma carrière. C'est parti.
He about to tear the roof off.
We always hear about the rookie wall, Grant, but some players seem to claim it's a myth.
Well, you know, B.A., I think it's real for most first-year players. Adjusting to the length and intensity of an NBA season can be exhausting, but some guys will be able to break through that wall.
And the starting group for Chicago.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Thomas finds MP. Chicago passing it around. Knocks down the triple.
This is why you gotta love MP. He plays with a real competitive edge and fire.
Outside Simmons. Let's go with a three. And Cleveland another three.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Back to Young. Pass to Hammonds. Lets the three fly. Mobley grabs the board. Cleveland has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Greg?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11". And the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
Here's Young. After the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago from the arc. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
MP being involved from beyond the arc is trouble for the opposition.
Thomas with a steal to the paint. And Young slams it in.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now here's Simmons inside. Hammonds pass to Thomas. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's his first trip to the line. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And both free throws good for Thomas.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Mobley outside. Can they get it? Drains the triple.
This is something that Mobley is still developing, but nice to see him take a confident shot from the arc.
Pass to Hammonds. Here's the 3. Gill grabs the board. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. There's the triple. Hammonds grabs the rebound.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Outside Young. Knocks down the long J. Young's got 11 points.
Just a boom play there with MP, putting on that finishing touch.
Gill pass to Howell. Mobley outside. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way we see it. That night, they were flat.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. And we've got a line change for Cleveland. And as we start up the new year, here's a glimpse at the new power rankings. Taking a look at Sacramento, they're building some. Both teams making substitutions here. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Kelly, the pass to Thomas. Right side Young. Here's Duran. Back to Young. Launches it. Connects from downtown. 17 points in the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Carlson. No made baskets yet. We've got Jarris Walker. And it's Christopher in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Holton. And counted from 19 feet away.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen. Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
Gills checked in for Christopher. Pass to Young. Chicago passing it around. The 3. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Here's Carlson. Here's Holton. Here's Gill. 26 points for him last game against Philadelphia. 5 to shoot. Outside Walker. No good on the 3. And so MP will bring it up for Chicago. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
Yeah, excellent find by MP. Passes like this really help team chemistry.
Here's Carlson, covered by MP. Gill. The three-pointer off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Kelly, shot's good.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Into the lane. Here's Gill. Cleveland again missing. Chicago with the ball. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
Yeah, the reserves added another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Grizzlies really contributed. He picked up 18 points and drilled a few from outside the arc, helping open up the floor, continuing what has been a solid stretch of games for him. Will we see more of the same here tonight? We'll see. Back to you.
Yeah, spot on, Allie. And there's always the chance of a carryover effect into tonight's game.
I wouldn't put it past him, but it's tough to have back-to-back performances like that.
And his teammates shouldn't be relying on him to do that either. They need him to be ready to step it up.
Here's Jovic. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
The rebound by Simmons. The Cavaliers have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Pass to Jovic. For 3. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Cleveland's shooting at 30% here in the second. Here's Gill. No points so far. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
Hey, if you give him room, he's gonna score the ball.
Down low. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Chicago ahead, opening up a huge gap. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Taking a look at the Cavaliers, they've been hanging around the upper echelon, playing with good energy. Feels like the chemistry is right with this team.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Chicago Bulls. No, that's it for us. Thanks.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
And for Chicago, let's take a look. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
Young with the double team. Here's Timmerman. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Young's got 6 here in the quarter.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Here's Gill. And he drops it in from the low post.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Pass to Hammonds. Chicago passing it around. Back to Young. Here's Thomas for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes. Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
Powell passes to Mobley. Gets the 3 to fall. Mobley's got 6.
Shooting while in rhythm. Good to see Mobley firing with no hesitation.
Counted from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Oh, and a fast break for Chicago.
Terrific decision by MP. He looks to feed his uncovered teammates.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Gill, pass to Mobley. Here's Gill. Banked it in off the glass. Gill's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Pass to Hammonds. MP left side. Thomas outside. Now here's Young. The three. Another three for Chicago.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Mobley deciding where to go with it. Takes a three. That shot missing.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Carlson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Here are the Bulls with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. And here's MP from outside. The shot won't fall.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And the three off target. And so MP will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Well, when this one's done, they'll be off to Miami, taking on the Heat. And that game will mark the end of a 4-game trip. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Mobley on a screen. Puts up a three. And that one's good. Gill's got 9 points.
He's finally getting a chance to show off his range. I know he wishes he would have found his shot in the first half.
Back to MP. Three-pointer. Another three for Chicago.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
43 seconds left in the third quarter. Gill, pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Not a long way up for Mobley, but he rises to the rim for the finish.
Back to MP. Pass to Kelly. Fires for three. Timmerman grabs the miss. Cleveland has gone 2 for 5 from three since halftime. Here's Carlson. Mobley outside. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Timmerman. It's another three for Cleveland.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Here's Kelly. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists now in the game. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. Don't see too many 39-point leads in the NBA. Incredible. And their three-point shooting up. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about it.
So tonight, Tim, we got a fantastic matchup at the guard position. Indeed, some of the best in the league going head-to-head.
Yeah, this is the very top of the food chain when it comes to guard play in this league. Really no weaknesses out there for either backcourt.
A look at the Bulls starting lineup. We've got Hammonds. He's out there with MP. And it's Yang in at the 5 down low. And so here is Miami following the three-point attempt by MP. And it's Glover missing. Back to Young. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Fires the 3. Tiger with the rebound. Pass to Humphries. And here is Mason. Here's the 3. The shot misses. And Thomas has it in the corner. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Takes it inside. Morris kicks to Humphries. Mason for 3. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Thomas, good.
What a great find by MP, setting up a teammate with a beautiful look.
Mason, the pass to Glover. To the middle. That's good from Mason.
And that's the first bucket of the night. Maybe that will get him going.
Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Back to Young. Hammonds kicks to MP. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Hitting threes, so crucial. MP providing great spacing there.
Mason for 3. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
He'd have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Pass to Geiger. Picked by Humphries. And shot on the way. And it's Geiger missing.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Cleveland played phenomenal. He ended up with 37 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Here's Kelly, defended by Geiger. MP nails the triple.
MP shooting with rhythm. This is why defenders have to be in his airspace.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Jalen Duren is out there at person. And it's Young, then it's Thomas, and it's Kelly in at the 3 slot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Young outside. It's Thomas on the wing. Person, the pass to Young. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Now, here's Richardson. And right now, he's averaging about 7 points a game. Miami no good on that time either. Bulls leading by 15. Here's Kelly. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Now, here's Richardson. Coming in off a 10-point game, his last outing. Pass to Geiger. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Glover.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Kelly kicks to MP. Another three for Chicago.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Geiger. Here's Fernandez. And the shot no good, a bit short.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And the basket by Thomas.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Geiger. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here is Young. Kelly kicks to MP. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Another three for Chicago.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
Monroe, good on the three-point shot. Monroe's got 9.
He's picking up right where he left off from beyond the arc this quarter.
Young from outside. They get the rebound. Pass to Kelly. MP outside. And the three ball is good. MP's got 21.
And MP is letting his play do the talking. He is on one.
Mason against Young. Here is Riley. Mason for 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Hammonds kicks to MP. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And how about MP responding in kind to that triple?
Inside, here's Glover. Rebound by the Bulls.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Back to Young. Fires the 3. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And so it's Chicago in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting. Veering off topic a bit, I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the best trash talker of all time?
Man, there's been a lot of them. But I'll go with either Bird or Jordan.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Chicago Bulls. Thank you for being with us. Now,
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, this team has trusted him with this level of responsibility, and it's easy to see why.
Mason is out there with Geiger. Then it's Morris. And it's Glover in at the 4-man position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it.
Hammonds passes to MP. Nailed from three-point land. Young's got the first basket of the second half here for the Bulls. And it's Mason with the ball for Miami. Pass to Humphries. Launches it. Chicago grabs the miss.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. A lot of conversation in the NBA about expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver said there are clearly markets out there that are very interested and will run through a process. I'm looking forward to it. There's an enormous amount of interest out there. It's on the league to look at it holistically. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Mason, the pass to Geiger. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And that one is off.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. MP's got 9 points in the quarter. Mason with it. And Young picks him up defensively. And it's Geiger missing.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Wasted no time on that one. 3 points. Thomas got 19 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond. The arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Here's Morris, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And Miami making a change here. Monroe's checked in. And that one misses. Chicago has gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Monroe with the basket on the assist by Mason. Mason's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Duran. Young from outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Miami's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Mason. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
The Heat shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. We've got 1:23 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Kelly. Bull to Young. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Young's got 41.
Well, MP knows his angles, and he can tell when his shot is there.
Monroe outside. Geiger. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Geiger's got 8.
And now that's 1-3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those three-point opportunities.
And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Monroe outside. Down low. Here's Mason. And no good that time. Great defense that time from Duran. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams gets the bucket.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Here's Geiger. He's got 8. This one for 3. Got it off in time. Yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period.
And so it's MP making things happen for Chicago. 18 points from three-point range for him in that quarter. That is some serious shooting. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. See you later.
At the point guard position, at 6'3".
All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
Looking at the starting 5 for Boston. And it's Lou in a 2-guard. Pass to Mullins. Launches a 3. Hits a 3-pointer.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Chicago passing it around. And here's Thomas. Now Young. Fires from deep. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
How about how competitive MP is? You knock in a 3, he answers right back.
Here's Mullins. Last game for him, he had 14. Fires the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Boston with the ball. Following the 3-point basket by Chicago. Mullins gets the bucket.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
2 open that time. Made it look easy.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Robertson, nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Here's Mullins. He's got 5. Here's the Senge. 6 to shoot. With the teardrop. And that one good. Mullins got 7 points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Miami got the job done. He ended up with 44 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Okay, good stuff there, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
So both teams making some changes here. And so MP will bring it up for the Bulls. Pass to Kelly. Now here's Williams. And here's MP from outside. Buries it from 3. MP's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Celtics trail by 3. Tries to spin move. Here's Hollins from behind the arc. Gets his 2nd attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Person. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Pass to Warwick. Here's Mullins, covered by MP. Mullins gets the bucket. Mullins has got 9.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Williams passes to Young. And here is Williams. Pass to MP. Right side, Williams. There's Young with the 3. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Here's Mullins, covered by MP. Here's the pick. Over MP. And so it's MP making things happen for the Bulls. Clicking from deep. 4 threes made in the quarter. Good action already in this one. But if Chicago leads... He's checked in for Williams. The Celtics making a switch here. Taking a look at the Celtics. And it's Forbes in at the 3. We're about a minute and a half into the 2nd quarter now. Here's Mullins. Here's the Senge. Boston again missing.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him. Yeah, I love how aggressive MP is being right now. Every time he touches the ball, he's looking to capitalize.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's Mullins. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Woo!
When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. It's tipped, and they're able to recover. Takes the three. The shot by Lou, no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
MP making his presence felt.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Celtics trail by 8. Duran with a steal. MP inside, and a nice finish on the layup. Young's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Dennis. Here's Mullins. 11 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Lou looking to win the run. And it's MP with a rebound. 1:31 left to play in the first half. Chicago passing it around. MP drills the three.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And first time out of game called for Boston. As we get deeper into the season, the Eastern Conference standings are really taking shape. Let's take a look. You look at Chicago, they are holding down the number 1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in. And of course there's Boston, pretty far behind right now.
Checking out Chicago, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And he's going for the lob. Robertson's shot is off.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
There's the drive. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. The kick out to Young. Outside, Williams. Pass to MP. The three is up. Sends it home from three-point land. Young's got 27 points.
You got to be ready to fire off a pass. And credit to MP. He did not hesitate at all.
18 feet out, and down it goes. 2 points. So we conclude the first half. It's the Bulls. They lead by 12. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the...
And as we welcome you to half...
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage them.
Next up, guys, let's talk about those power rankings.
Take a look.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And for the Celtics, And it's Mullins in at the point guard position. In today's game, it seems like running a good offense can come down to getting favorable switches doors.
It does, B.A. You see so many of the great teams, those competing for championships. What is their primary goal on offense? Find the weakest target defensively and go at them.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's Forbes. Thomas defends. Pass to Hollins. Here's Robertson from about 16. Again, Boston.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Young finds Thomas. Back to Young. 4-3. Another three for Chicago.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Celtics trail by 14. Out to the wing. Here's Lou. Still no points. Thomas with the defensive effort.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Mullins, covered by MP. Pass to Hollins. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. Lou's shot is good.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Chicago passing it around. Back to MP. Three-pointer. Another three for Chicago.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Mullins, guarded by Young. Fires the three. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
To me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Pass to Lou. To the inside. Here's Mullins. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Mullins has got 5 points in the quarter. Chicago leading by 15. Thomas outside. Here's Hammonds. Jacks up a three. And Thomas gets it to go on the assist by MP. Thomas has got 10 points in the game. Now a timeout called by Boston. A look at the 2K leaderboard when it comes to second chance points. The NBA leaders over the last month. Number 1, the Celtics.
They've poured in a lot of second chance points recently, and that can be huge for your offense.
Goes up at the stripe. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Mullins has got 22 points.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
MP, the pass to Duran. Back to Young. The three is up. Another three for Chicago.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's the Singate. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. MP outside. Kelly, the pass to Young. Williams on the wing. Now here's Young. From deep. He buries it from three. MP's got 48.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Mullins. On target from range.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
To the wing on the left. Back to MP. Lets it go from deep. The rebound, Celtics. Here's Mullins. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Chicago Bulls out in front by 19. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry.
Bulls making a change here. MP's checked in. Here's Young. It's Thomas on the wing. Pass to Kelly. And here's MP. The three ball. Yet another bucket. And that gives him...
Making it look easy.
Excellent focus, good mechanics. Everything you need was there for MP and getting that three-pointer to fall.
They've got MP, and it's Williams in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Forbes, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
MP's shot is good.
Nice job by MP right there. That jump shot is pure.
2 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Here's Mullins. There's a screen. Pass to Warwick. There's the 3. Chicago with a rebound. Person's got his 4th rebound in this one. Williams finds MP. From downtown, another 3 for Chicago.
Boy, this offense has revolved around him today, and rightly so. He has been fantastic.
Timeout called, Celtics. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
Robinson, he's checked in for Chicago. Tyson comes in for Thomas. Here's Lou to the middle. 5 on the clock. Fades back. The shot by Mullins, no good.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
deep. MP. Another one falls. Amazing. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. A clean win and one where they...
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. So with Williams on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Young is out there with Hammonds. Then it's Thomas. And it's Yang in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So, Greg, with all-star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams. Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. MP, no good. So for the Bulls, their last game, a win against the Boston Celtics. Nice ball movement by Washington. Nixon gets the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Right wing. Back to Young. Off on the layup.
They haven't been able to find their rhythm. That's 3 straight misses now.
Johnson, the pass to Nixon. And the 3 off target.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Thomas, good.
Boy, MP, great feel for the game and also unselfish.
Here's Nixon, defended by Young. Kicks it out to Johnson. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. 5 to shoot. Chicago grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Collier, he's checked in for Washington. Over to the left wing. Here's Townsend. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now, here's Thomas. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Off with the layup.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
To the paint. Johnson gets the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
To the inside. MP's shot is good.
Well, MP knows these are high-value looks inside.
Wizards leading by 5. And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
And that one,
MP inside. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. So with Williams on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Person is out there with Thomas. Then it's Duran, and it's Young, and it's Kelly in at the 2. To the paint. Pass to Wolf. 4 on the clock. And another miss by Washington. Bulls trail by 9. Down low, Young. Off target at the rim.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
And Smith gets double teamed. Here's Collier. Sinks the triple. Collier's got the lead up to 12 now for the Wizards.
they've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
MP passes to Person. Pass to Kelly. Now Young. Here's Duran. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Duran's got 5 now.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Nixon. Good on the bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
It's stolen by Smith. Here's Collier. Duran pulls it in.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, he in the last matchup against the Celtics just played phenomenal. He finished with 60 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
8 feet away. MP going to work inside.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Smith. Now Johnson. Smith with a screen on Thomas. And slammed in by Smith.
And in that two-man action, Smith can roll, pop out for a 3. Really, he's got the defense at his mercy.
Back to Young. Rebound by Murray. Washington leading now by 14. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
And the Bulls making a change here. Kelly's checked in. Nixon, the pass to Murray. Here's Townsend. The three, and he's good on the three ball. Townsend's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Wizards. Hammonds passes to MP. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now, here's Johnson. 29 points for him last game against the Magic in Orlando. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And so it's the Washington Wizards holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hello and welcome. This rookie race starting to go from a trot to a gallop, or maybe more like a canter for you equestrian and dressage. And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Chicago Bulls.
Yep.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
We've got Johnson, and it's Nixon in at the point. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. On the wing, Murray. They swipe it. Thomas with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws. Bulls shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That's good from Thomas.
At the line for the Bulls, Thomas.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
Young with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Nixon. 5 points in the game. Murray, no good. Bulls trail by 14. Back to Young. Thomas feeling it out a bit. Intercepted. Here's Townsend. He's guarded by Thomas. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Shot clock at 5. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
To the middle. Young's shot is off. Wizards leading by 17. Here's Nixon, and he drives in. Makes it off the glass. Nixon's got his third bucket of the night.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Thomas. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Inside. Johnson can't get it to go. Wow.
Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Back to MP. To the middle. Ball stolen. Here's Townsend. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. To the wing right side. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Nixon, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Collier, he's checked in for Washington. MP, good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
On the wing, Johnson, and he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Commissioner Adam Silver was asked about the wildest ideas thrown around in the league office. He said, quote, one thing that's been discussed is potentially 2 free throws for a foul on a 3-point shot. I don't think we'd do it in the last 2 minutes of the game, but that's something interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
Not a bad idea. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Here's Durham. Rejected by Murray. 41 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. To the inside, Shondor, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, easy call.
And this will be his second and third shots to the line here. Deciding to change it up. Here's Nixon. So with Williams on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Thomas. Person is out there with Durham. And it's Young, and it's Kelly in at the 2.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
Steps back and shoots. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Here's Kelly. That's in there. Thomas with the assist.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Wizards leading by 17. Tries the spin move. Here's Collier. Thomas covering. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. It's stolen by Johnson. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Six to shoot. From about 19. No good. Bulls trail by 17. No good on the layup.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
2 minutes.
From deep. Connects from 3-point range. And the Wizards lead by 20.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
So both teams making some changes here. Out to the right wing. Here's Nixon, covered by MP. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots a fader, and that one drops for him. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Wizards.
Their superior ball handling, 1 at 4.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd spent their previous 2 games with.
Murray, no good. Here's MP. Rebound by the Wizards. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Nixon, and another miss by Washington. And Young now, top of the key. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
A difficult loss for you guys. It seemed like even when the energy was there defensively, you just couldn't quite make enough plays to come out ahead. Can you talk to me about that?
That's the story of every game.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for joining.
Look at this. Cramming. Like a college student.
Yeah, and this king is studying the other guy's pick and roll.
There he is.
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. And tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls going up against the Brooklyn Nets. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. And as a catalyst for his team offensively, MP has stated his focus on setting up his teammates. He wants to be a top distributor.
MP could have a playlist of masterful assists by the end of his career. He finds so many ways to set up baskets and outsmart defenses. It's awesome for his teammates and frustrating for defenders.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. And it's Woodson in at the shooting guard position. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front court to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see. Yeah, just punching it in off the drive. You love seeing MP just go in there with a lot of force.
Pass to Sears. Here's Woodson. Last game out, 36 points for him. Shot clock at 3. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Craig, no good. Here's Kelly. Back to MP. Chicago passing it around. Thomas, that's good.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And he goes in for the dunk.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. It's Thomas on the wing. Young from long range. Another 3 for Chicago.
Right now, they're humming along. 3 of 4 to start this game.
The Nets have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Craig. Here is Sears. Inside. And Young with the block.
MP making them feel his physicality on the defensive end.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Brooklyn making a switch here. Bolden's checked in. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Here's Kelly. From outside, off the mark.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Here's Woodson. Oh, he tries a 3. Chicago with a rebound. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets. Came away with a win.
And in the last meeting, they definitely had the upper hand at the charity stripe. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And again, it's the Nets missing. Chicago leading by 4. Here's Person. Off target with the 3. Here's Bolden. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. There's the 3. The shot, no good. And Young has got the ball here for Chicago. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
Here's Sears. Craig picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give it up. A chance here to see the Eastern Conference standings. Guys, we've certainly seen some interesting midseason storylines. You look at Chicago, they've been outstanding halfway through this season, looking cohesive and playing for one another. And of course, Brooklyn, now 7.5 games back.
Checking out the Bulls, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very...
Bulls trail by 5. So on the floor for Brooklyn. And it's Sears in at the 1. MP drills the 3.
Success at the arc is all about confidence. Luckily, MP, he's not lacking in it.
Here is Sears, guarded by Young. The floater. Here's Bolden. And it's off from three-point range. The Bulls have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Work in the interior, MP.
And that's what you get with MP. Relentless and can score in a variety of ways.
The Nets have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Pass to Baker. Here's Sanders. Now Jones. Shoots over Duran. Jones' shot is good. And the Nets lead by 2.
And they're trending in the right direction after a rough first quarter from the field.
Here's Young. Here's Kelly. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. That puts him in the lead. Thomas has got 6.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Bolden. He's scoreless. Pass to Jones. Here's Sanders. Launches a 3. Duran with the rebound.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Wizards made some silky plays. He had 14 points and chalked up a few assists along the way as well. He's been on a real hot streak of late, and I think everyone wants to see just how long he can keep this up. Guys?
Nice work, Allie. Thank you. We saw him play in attack mode the other day. We'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
You know, I think he can. A repeat performance should be no problem for him.
Oh, I don't know. After you put up numbers like that, I think the defense starts paying a little bit more attention to you, so it might be difficult.
And the bucket is good.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Nets trail by 5. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Shot to stop the run. A nice shot by Outlaw. Outlaw's got his first bucket of the game. And he's on the board for 3.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Young from long range. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Just give MP the ball and let this man answer the call.
Brooklyn has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Woodson from the arc. And he misses again. Now 0 for 3.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
And Williams punches it home.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Here's Outlaw. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Baker. On the arc, and Young pulls it down.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
And here's Thomas from the arc. Another 3 for Chicago.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Chicago ahead, up by 10. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Welcome, everybody.
Watching them whoop those boys on the boards, that brought a tear to my eye. And I don't cry.
I can get you.
Moving on to our next topic, All-Star voting. A peek at the latest returns.
It's always interesting to see.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
And in recent years, we've seen the value of 3-and-D wings skyrocket, Richard.
And that trend came right about the end of my career, so I never got to cash in on one of those big 3-and-Ds, but I did win a championship playing that role, so, you know, there's that.
And for Brooklyn, and it's Woodson in at the 2.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Jones misses.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Kelly. Chicago passing it around. There's Young with the three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Outside Craig. Here is Sears. Here's Woodson. Still without a bucket. Pass to Sears. Will it go? Drills it from deep.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
MP, the pass to Kelly. Outside Young from behind the arc. That one's true. And that's 9 for 12 for him now.
I just love the ball movement.
Nets trail by 18. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Woodson, the pass to Craig. Here is Sears, guarded by Young. High arcing shot, and the basket is good. Sears has got 5 points in the quarter.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
MP outside. Here's the three. And Craig pulls it down.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Pass to Sears. Jacks up a three. Chicago with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The three. Young missing again. Nets trail by 16. Here's Baker. Here is Sears, guarded by Young. Jones with a screen on MP. Here's Sears. The three from Craig. And the three-pointer goes. Craig's got 5 now.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
1:46 left in the third quarter. Out to the right wing. Back to Young. The three ball. Nails it from 3. Young's got 9 points here in the second half.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Holden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And now let's see the most efficient scoring teams around the league this season. Number 1, Chicago.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find great looks. That's how they've secured such an impressive shooting percentage.
Pass to Sears. Lets it go from deep. No luck on that one.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Young, the pass to Person. Back to MP. Over to the wing. 4-3. Another three for Chicago.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Kelly. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Chicago. Williams comes in for Thomas.
Taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Sanders. Here is Sears. There's a screen to stop the run. 4 on the clock. Over to the left wing. Here's Bolden. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Bolden's got his first points in this one.
At point-blank range, oh, yeah. You're not missing from there.
Williams into the lane.
And that's what MP brings, the ability to make plays for others.
Nets trail by 21. Here's Sears. Offline with a three. Left side, Williams. Here's Kelly. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And so it's Chicago. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the...
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold...
He will make substitutions, and the Bulls call time here. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy...
Si tu as des questions, n'hésite pas à rester passionné dans ce que tu fais. Fin de la vidéo.